Thanks for your time. Over the past couple of games, due to injury, you guys have had to kind of go a little bit smaller lineup wise. What adjustment does that require of you guys, and kind of how have you handled the nuances that come with that?
Um, just like Coach Woodson said, next man up. Everybody's got to be prepared because your time can come at any moment.
All right, Alex, then Jack.
Well, the other night in the game, it seemed like you showed maybe a little bit more emotion than we've seen from you in the past. I guess what was behind that from you, and also, it also looked like kind of down the stretch you were, laboring a little bit physically. How do you feel now, having a couple days to just kind of get back in the flow of things after that one?
I feel good now. Now I do having some days off of my body because I missed a couple games, so I wasn't able to do anything basketball wise. So just from going to like 0 to 100 quick like that, they could play a role on your body. But I'm good now. So
What about the
Jack
emotion?
and Josh.
Yeah, hey Khalil. Coach Woodson said he's not totally sure if Malik will be able to play tomorrow. I guess if you guys have to move forward without him, how do you kind of approach that personally? I guess do you take more ownership for kind of yeah, I guess your responsibilities kind of in the paint if Malik can't play? How do you kind of approach that if you guys don't have him?
uh, if we don't have him, is next man up. I'm pretty sure Walker can come in and give us great minutes like he's been doing. And he's ready for that, and I'm ready to play the game like I always do. So,
Josh, then Mike.
Michael, thank you for your time today. Anthony Leal mentioned after the game on Tuesday that it was tough for you mentally being out from for a couple games. What was that like for you mentally on the way back?
I just knew with me being out, my team needed me out there, and I wasn't able to provide that. So I knew once I got back, I'm from now on and out, I'm gonna give it everything I got on the court. So and to help us have a great season and just to be able to keep going.
Mike, then Daniel.
Yeah, hey Khalil, how do you feel like you've adjusted to the Big Ten? Like, what teams are trying to do to you physically, like push you off your spots and things like that. Do you feel like you've made adjustments over the course of this season?
Yeah, I'll say I've made adjustments. I've just, had to push back, I guess, and just get stronger in the paint. So,
Daniel, then Zion.
Yeah, following up on that a little bit, why do you feel like you found more comfort, I guess, at IU as opposed to Oregon from last year?
um, I would probably say just being on the court more and being able to, play through mistakes and being able to just get more comfortable on the court.
Zion, then Todd.
Hey, Khalil, when we're talking about those smaller lineups you guys may have to play if Malik can't go and what you guys do defensively, what do you see from the back line with your switching and the rotations that can maybe help that work on the back line defensively?
I feel like everybody on our team, who's starting and who's on the bench. I feel like anybody can come in and we can switch 1 through 5 if that's what Coach Woodson want us to do. So everybody's versatile enough to be able to play at every position.
Todd, then Alex. Go ahead, Alex.
Well, what is it about playing for Coach Woodson that's kind of allowed you to maybe take your game to a different level this season? What has he been able to get out of you, and what's it like playing for him?
It's great playing for Coach Woodson, especially I feel that he has the trust in me to go out there and play basketball the way that I play basketball and be able to help the team in whatever way I can.
Todd, we'll try you again, and then Zach.
Yeah, sorry about that. Khalil, take me into the art of shot blocking. I know being big and athletic certainly helps your cause, but it's still a skill you have to develop. What's gone into it with you? Who's kind of developed that with you over time? How do you decide when to stay home, when to come out and block a shot? How has that kind of worked for you over your career?
It's basically just all about reading. Like if someone is taking their first step and they pick up the ball, of course, you know, they got no other choice but to go up with a layup or if they want to do a shot or just anything like that. So I feel like it's just timing, like watching their feet, watching their hands, like when they get ready to pick up the ball or just anything like that.
Zach and then Daniel.
Khalil, defensively, when you're on that backside help, what does your read look like? What are you seeing from the opponent on the floor?
I'm looking to see. I'm looking to see if they're looking at the rim yet. Like if they're looking at the rim yet, and especially if their arms get ready to start go up. Like if their arms get ready to start go up, then I know that's when I can anticipate it more and just get ready to try to go block it.
Last question, Daniel.
Yeah, Khalil. Obviously, as a freshman, you kind of had some struggles. How have you kind of seen Mackenzie handle his freshman year? And just, I guess, how did you evaluate his season so far?
So far he's definitely grown into the player that he's supposed to be. You know, he had a rough start at the beginning of the season, but now he's starting to, you know, get comfortable, shooting the ball more well, and just getting more used to it now.
All right. Thanks, Khalil. We'll see you guys on Saturday.